I hate it. I reconstruct faces.
Tesehki really made me realize with this whole situation that this character that I'm playing is not me. It's not me.
I didn't even know that she had the tube.
Oh my God, she is ignorant.
That's crazy.
I'm so sorry, bro. Look, we could be friends.
So she was just talking to teachers flying out her mouth like.
No, it wasn't she talking. It was she. I was walking. Yeah, I was walking.
That's
Let me show
crazy.
you. I was walking. It was like this. I was just,
Walking.
I was like that. I was like, no, she was like, I was like, it was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. I was like, I should get a tooth chain. That would be lit. I think that was a good idea. I was thinking about putting a tooth inside of like a little case thing. Chain. That would make cute too, but then I'm at the, nah, I'm good. I think I might do that.
When you hear baddies, you think drama and fights, but then there's Tesehki, someone who entered the franchise and immediately changed the energy of the show. She doesn't shout for attention or try to be the loudest. Her presence alone makes people nervous. Every time she's involved in anything physical or emotional, you know it's going to be unforgettable. But the real question fans have been asking is this: is Tesehki actually the strongest baddie ever, or is she just hyped because of her reputation? Let's dive deep. So Tesehki first stepped onto the scene in Baddies East, and from that moment, it was clear she wasn't like the other girls. While most of the cast came in loud and desperate for screen time, Tesehki exuded a calm confidence that drew eyes immediately. She didn't overexploit drama, she didn't scream for attention, and yet every other girl in the house felt her presence and adjusted around it. The way she carried herself, eyes scanning the room, posture straight, tone measured, made it clear that she wasn't here to make friends. She was here to survive and dominate. And while fans initially knew her because of her sister, Chrissy Rock, Tesehki wasted no time separating herself from that shadow, proving that her energy and skills were her own. She watched, assessed, and let the others reveal themselves first, which gave her an almost tactical advantage in the house before anything physical even happened. It was subtle, but the respect and fear for her began immediately. And one of Tesehki's first explosive moments came against Marsh during Baddies East. It wasn't just a random fight. This was the culmination of weeks of tension, insults, and personal digs that escalated until words weren't enough anymore. The confrontation began with shouting, eyes locked, voices rising, but quickly turned into a full-on brawl, hair pulled, hands swinging, the energy in the room electric. What stood out was Tesehki's precision. Unlike other fights that descended into chaos, she maintained control while delivering impactful strikes. Fans watching the clip repeatedly say it was the moment they realized she wasn't just another loud personality. She was a fighter who knew how to protect herself, assert dominance, and handle confrontation without losing composure. By the time security intervened, it was clear that her reputation as someone not to be messed with had officially been cemented. But the fight that really skyrocketed Tesehki's status came at the Baddies East reunion against Scarface. The tension had been simmering all season, fueled by personal jabs and house drama, and by the time the reunion rolled around, it was ready to boil over. Both women traded blows in a chaotic but almost choreographed manner, punches thrown, blocks attempted, hair grabs, and calculated strikes that landed with shock value. Viewers were split, but the consensus was that Tesehki landed the cleanest, hardest hits, showing not just aggression, but actual fighting skill. Social media erupted, with fans dissecting every moment, debating if Ed had even stood a chance. For many, this was the defining moment that transformed Tesehki from strong personality to legendary fighter in the Baddies universe. The intensity, control, and ability to dominate without losing her composure made this one of the most iconic fights in the franchise. Tesehki didn't stop there. In Baddie's Caribbean reunion, she faced Diamond the Body in a scuffle that reminded everyone why her fights were feared. Unlike her previous confrontations, this one involved prolonged tension, verbal attacks that escalated into physical strikes, and a kind of strategic aggression that made it clear she wasn't just fighting for herself, she was sending a message to the whole house. Fans still talk about the moment Diamond took a serious hit and realized that Tesehki wasn't bluffing. This wasn't entertainment for the cameras, it was dominance in action. In Baddie's Midwest reunion, she went toe-to-toe with Bad Dolly in another intense battle that tested endurance, strategy, and sheer willpower. Hands swung, hair was pulled, feet came into play, and every second seemed to elevate the tension not just for the cast, but for viewers watching at home. These fights weren't random or reckless. Tesehki's timing, precision, and composure made them educational in a sea. And Tesehki's battle with Summer became one of the season's most unforgettable moments on Baddies USA. Summer repeatedly pushed boundaries with personal insults, ignoring warnings and escalating tension until verbal exchanges could no longer contain it. When punches finally flew, Tesehki struck with force and accuracy, delivering blows that shocked both the house and fans at home. It wasn't just about aggression, it was about timing, control, and reading an opponent. The chaos that ensued left viewers debating endlessly. Did Summer bring this on herself, or did Tesehki cross a line? Either way, it solidified her role as a fighter who could dominate anyone daring enough to test her. Her second brawl with Marsh during the same season echoed that sentiment. Hands, hair, kicks, and punches flew in a raw display of house tension, leaving a permanent mark on the narrative of Baddies. So, is Tesehki overrated or truly the strongest baddie? The answer is complicated. She has undeniable physical skill, proven in multiple high-intensity fights across several seasons. She throws hard, accurate strikes, maintains composure, and dominates house tension with a presence that few can match. But strength in Baddies isn't just about fighting, it's about personality, screen dominance, and overall influence on the house. Some fans argue she's quieter than other loud personalities and therefore might not be the strongest overall in entertainment value, but no one can argue with her physical impact or the fear she commands. When Tesehki walks into the room, the energy changes. People hesitate, tension rises, and everyone knows that chaos could erupt at any moment. Her legacy isn't just about fights, it's about presence, power, and the undeniable way she shifted the franchise.
Tesehki, you've been waiting for this moment. I'm glad the fans could see that you was a boring, you have no personality. Without this, you would be nothing. This reunion would have nothing to do with you. Even be invited to the reunion. You better be thanking me. I'm giving you a storyline. You want the storyline, ho? Well, here it goes, bitch. Your boring ass needed something to do. So guess what? I'm going to give you something to do. You talking about you eat? Well, bitch, line it up. How about that, bitch? You're mad at me? You're mad at me saying I'm a clout chaser? I'd rather be a clout chaser than a fighter who wrote her to get the fame that you got. So guess what? When I see you, ho, no talking. Line that shit up. Oh,
Tesehki really made me realize with this whole situation that this character that I'm playing is not me. It's not me. And you know, if people gonna hate me, I want y'all to hate me because of who I really am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want motherfuckers to just hate me because of this person that I pretend to be on TV. I don't want nobody to hate me because they think, oh, she do too much, she's a clout chaser. I really don't. Like, I'm just doing this for TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not like that. Like,